Well, let's do some Johnny Cash on a Friday. Well, my dad left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to mom and me, just this soul guitar and a bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him 'cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from a lot of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some guy would giggle and I get red, some guy laugh and I bust his head, and I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wrists got keen. Roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars, I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that give me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on the street of mud, there sat at a table, dealing studs, sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that steak was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had. I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him, my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue, how do you do? Now you're gonna die." Yeah, that's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, he come up with a knife, cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall into the street, kicking and I gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. I tell you, I fought tough for men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun, but I pulled my purse, and he stood there looking at me, and I saw him smile. And he said, "Son, this world is rough and a man's gonna make it, you gotta be tough," and I knew I would be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die, and it's that name that's helped make you strong. Yeah, he said, "Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the SOB that named you Sue." Yeah, what could I do? What could I do? I got all choked up and threw down my gun. I called him a pa and he called me a son. I come away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then, and every time I try and every time I win, if I ever have a son, I'm gonna name him Bill or George, anything but Sue. Oh, I still hate that name. Lord, y'all, this song will wear you down. It did me. Oh, honey, I'm beat down, just down. But I'll see y'all later if I can recover. Later, Gators.